Good morning, everyone out there. I am Corinne Braxton, and I am coming to you live from Bozeman, Montana. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, so I'm going to give you all a few minutes. Let me see if I can find myself on my iPad. And nope, oh, there we are. Okay. That's good. Then I'll be able to see your comments in the beginning. So, oh my goodness, it has been a busy morning, and today was Stampin' Up! Started. Today is June 3rd, Tuesday, June 3rd, 2025. And here in Bozeman, it's about 50 degrees, so it's a beautiful sunny day. I've got the shades wide open. Hopefully the sun glare won't be too strong for us in here. It's a beautiful day and getting nicer. We had such hot weather last week, and this week it's a little cooler, and it's wonderful. Okay, so today we have a lot going on. We had the beginning of the 50% off suite sale. Good morning, Levon. Good to see you here. This suite sale is pretty cool, and I ordered first thing this morning. Well, you know, you're not really sure what you're doing. You'll have to keep checking your cart. When I turn the camera down, I want to show you a couple examples because it is a fabulous deal. It's one of the best that Stampin' Up! Has ever had. Good morning, Cheryl. Thank you for sharing. That's so sweet of you. Please tell us where you're from. You're from Oklahoma, Levon. Let's see, who else do we have here? Tell us where you're from. And good morning, everyone, as you're popping in to say hi. Anyway, it is a sweet sale. And it started today, and it goes all the way until June 30th, the end of June. I don't know how we could have gotten to June already. It's amazing. Okay, let's turn the camera down, and I'm going to show you. You're driving home today, Kathy. Well, safe travels to you. Hope you're doing well. You're going to listen to this broadcast as you're driving. Well, that's really neat. I have two really terrific projects. They're diagonal joyfuls. One is a masculine card for my class next week, and one is a card for my floral in blooms, what's it called? Florals in Bloom. I'm going to show you that in just a minute. But I want to talk about the suites. So let's turn the camera down a little bit early. I know you're just coming on. Hi, Carla. Good to see you from Wisconsin. So let's turn the camera down. I want to show you about this special sale today. Close your eyes. And let's see what's here. Let me just get this all tightened up. I'm going to put my iPad right there. These are some cards from my class on Thursday. There'll be 5 cards, and I just wanted to show you those. So the class is full in person. It's more than full, but if you would like it to go, I can ship it to you, or you can do porch pickup. Now, let's talk about these suites. So you have to be a little bit careful. I'm going to move my tripod up higher so you can see. So this is the suite we're working with today. It's called Florals in Bloom. The entire suite, which includes the dots and the dies, it includes 2 bundles like this, and the gems that are gorgeous, and this beautiful paper. All of that. It's a mega suite. It's $122.50. So that's probably the most expensive thing in the catalog, suite. Now, let's say you wanted to get that suite because it's a good deal. And then you wanted to get the Turtley Cute suite. That's on page 48 and 49 through 51. That's a pretty good size suite too. It has an embossing folder, some beautiful gems, the stamps and dies, and the paper. That suite is $80.50. So let's say you put this in your cart. So first you put this one in. You add this number, and that's going to be $122.50. You get rewards too. If you've opted in for rewards, you get rewards on all of these things. Then you enter in this number. You would get this one half price. Now, let's say that you wanted to get a few more things. Well, if you wanted to get, let's say you wanted to get another package of these dots and you entered it, then that would become your half price item. So be careful. Be very careful that you don't enter something that's very, $9, $8, $7, $8. You'll get half price on that. So I saved all my little extra embellishments and things like that. I just did suites or bundles that you could do a bundle. You don't have to do the entire suite. If you wanted to just buy the Turtley Awesome bundle, that's $43. Let's say you bought this suite for $122, and then you got this bundle. Instead of the normal $43, it would be $21. So anyway, it's a great sale. You will not get discounts on things that are not part of the suite system. Today we're going to be working with the Sunrise Sailing Bundles, an online exclusive in May. It came out. I love it. It has been sold out many times. It's come back in. It's available right now. Here's a scenic adventure. We're going to be using this in my masculine cards next week too. These are bundles, but they're not part of a suite. You would not get a discount on these. I'll bring that down so now you can see that. But anything that's in an online exclusive, you will get a discount on. For example, if you did this celebratory sips, that whole suite is $78. And then let's say you wanted to buy that, plus you wanted to buy this suite called Floral Impressions. Not to be mixed up with the one that's in the catalog, because they're very similar. This one is $88. So you would enter in both prices, and the higher price is $88. The lower price is $78. So you would get half off of $78. So that's a really good deal. So make sure you get the suite. Or you could, let's say you wanted to get this one for $88, but you didn't want everything else. You didn't want the paper. You just wanted the bundle. The bundle's $41, so you'd get $22 on that. Okay? It's really quite easy, but you do have to look at your cart. You don't want to make that mistake of entering a small little item like dots. So I didn't even put any of those kind of extra things in. So this is my class this week. There are 5 cards. These are just 3 of them. This is the bookbinding. We did bookbinding cards last week. This is a different color palette. And here's a strawberry, and that one has the duckling and the timid tiger. This one is part of the paper. It's a tent card. And then we have 2 others. I'm going to show you those in just a minute. We're going to be making one. We're going to start with this. This is a beautiful suite that's in our catalog. It has all of the in colors. I just showed it to you. This one, it's called Pretty Florals, and this paper is just gorgeous. The dies and the stamps are wonderful. It has this bundle too with sentiments. This one doesn't. This is all flowers, 2-part, and these are words. Now, you don't have to get this. I think if you're just getting one, I would get this one and use some other words, sentiments that you have. So anyway, that's that. So if you're interested in that class, it is $38. So today we are going to be using the Florals in Bloom, and this is what we're making, a diagonal joy fold. A regular joy fold just opens with 2 parts. This is the diagonal part right here. So we haven't done one of these for a while. I did one last year. Let's see, what did I do? You might go back and watch my video even. So this was one I did last year when we had that beautiful country wood suite like that. Isn't that pretty? I love that card, best friend ever. That's one I made. I've made these with the Kintsugi. So it opens like this. These are some labels that are in our online exclusive. No, I don't know if they're in the, I think they're in the bundle. Okay, so anyway, which one do you like better? Do you like the Misty Moonlight or the Petal Pink of those? Okay, those are some other ones we made, but those are not the ones we're doing today. We're doing this one with the lilacs. And this one has this beautiful Secret Sea is this dark navy, and I actually have a shirt on today that is, I think, pretty much Secret Sea. Well, maybe not. I have two navy blue shirts in my closet, and one is a little bit lighter than the other. And I looked at them this morning. I thought, oh, this one looks more like Secret Sea. So this is the paper. It has Secret Sea and the cloud cover, that sort of grayish blue. And then it also has these, the pop with a berry burst. And I just think it's gorgeous. And that's the other side. So this is the paper. We're going to use this one. These are the other papers in the suite. Here's that. I love this paper. Strawberry, I love that. It's a beautiful suite. There's that cloud cover. It's very soft and subtle. The dies cut out this flower. And it's just a great set for sure. Okay, we're gonna start with this. And let me bring in my parts and pieces and show you the things we're using. Besides, so this is the stamp. These are the dies. And thank you, Roz, for sharing. I appreciate that. So this is one of the bundles. This is the other bundle, the Sweet Blooms. Whoops. I have this, here it is. It has these lovely in bloom, so I've used that. And I don't think I used it in today's card. I have two of these sets of dies because I do a lot for cutting out for classes. So that's what we're using on that one. And then we're using this one. I love this Tags of Thanks. We're using that I Appreciate You. This is a wonderful set of stamps. You're the best. Thank you. Couldn't do it without you. So lucky to know you. You made my whole day. Every one of those is a great set. And then we're also using this, this was Julie Davidson's $1 million stamp set that she designed with you in mind. It carried over. It's just a good one with the happy birthday, best wishes, thank you. Big, bold sentiments. So we're using that. Okay, let's get our pieces. And I'm going to show you how to cut this. We're going to start with a... Thank you, Stacy. Thank you, Stacy, for sharing too. Hi, Jane from Wisconsin. Good to see you. And Stacy's from Southern Florida. Kelly shared. Thank you, Nadine. Thank you. Good. Oklahoma. Good morning, Phyllis. You're from where? In Louisville. You're in, okay, Louisville, Kentucky. Okay, good to see you all. I'm sorry I can't, it's so hard to talk, demonstrate, and look at comments. Okay, what we're gonna do, you're just gonna take a regular card. So this is that dark Secret Sea, and I should have pulled in a piece of navy because the navy is actually lighter, but oh, I love this Secret Sea. It's probably my favorite color. It sort of replaces the black, I think. It's that deep. Okay, what we're gonna do, let's see if I can make sure you can see this okay. We're gonna take my paper trimmer and I'm gonna take my crease. It's at 4 1/4. It was scored. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna put that score line right on that crease as well as that point. So it's just like this. I've done a ton of these. Now, you can start from the bottom where that point is. However, it's always better if you start in the middle and slice up and down. That way you don't rumple that little point. And there we have it. You want to save this. This I'm using in the sailboat card. So it is that easy. Let's see once. Now I'm going to just cover up that little thing. Thank you, Anne Louise, for sharing. I appreciate that. Take your bone folder, give it a good crease, and there we have the basis of our card. And now we're going to take some designer paper. This is going to be our background. We're going to do 2 of these diagonal joy fold cards. I know it's really hard to see with that dark Secret C. This one is 4 by 5 1/4. There's the other side. And all of my measurements are already typed up, and they will be on this video just as soon as it posts. So I'm going to just put this on. I'm going to put this on the inside. Like that. There we have it. Now you can see a little bit better. Okay, we're going to leave this just solid. We're not going to do anything with it. And we're going to bring in the rest of our pieces. We have a piece of designer paper. Let's see what's here. And we have some cloud cover. This is a little flap. This is part of the joy fold. This is going to go on top of that. And then we have a piece of white for the inside. So this is one of the cards for my class this week, for my floral in color class. So I'm going to set these aside because we're not using those extras. Those are just little extra pieces. And then we've got some things for stamping, but let's do this part first. So we've got, this is our little part that's going to fit right in here like that. And then this is going to go on top of that flap. So this is 8 1/2 by 3. So 8 1/2 is the width of our regular cardstock. So I just cut it 3 and just scored it at 4 1/4. And now, so let's put our designer paper on there and get that out of the way. Now, you could have, I definitely could have put navy on this little, for this little flap. It would have worked too. But we're going to do navy for the next one. So you can do any color you want. It's your card. So you do what you do you. We're going to put that the inside just a little bit, 1/4 of an inch smaller. Okay, and now we're going to put this little decorative piece. This is the joy fold part. It has 2 flaps like this. We're going to just put this in sort of centered. So I'm going to put my adhesive on the back, and it's going to be just a little card within a card. I want to just make sure, I'm not going to put it on too hard. I mean, not too tight. I'm just going to hold it there. Make sure it can fold over like this, and that looks really good. Now I can press it in place. You're at your eye appointment yearly checkup. You're going to rewatch. Well, that's okay. That's no problem, Lisa. No problem. Okay, there's the bones of our card. And now the rest is going to be really easy. Okay? So I'm going to set this aside. All these measurements are already they're already ready for you. I just have to post them as soon as this is over with. Let's do our stamping first. Now, you're going to have to help me out. We're going to do we're going to stamp our little greeting. This is going to be, I appreciate you. I love that. We're going to stamp this in the Secret C. I appreciate you. We're going to stamp our envelope. We're going to stamp a bunch of things in the Secret C. So I love these labels. I love that. Now, if you don't have that textured impressions, I'm sorry. I cannot talk and there we go. You know what is a wonderful sweet for you? If you don't have this already, one of the best sweets in the catalog. Oh, it's not. It's an online exclusive. It's called Texture Notes, and it has these fabulous dies with the stitching around the rectangles. That would be an excellent choice. That's on sale. You can go. I'm going to do the thank you on the inside. This is that big thank you from that set. And you only have a little bit to write. You can just write one sentence and your name, and you'll be good. Okay, now we're going to put that right there. I'm going to set that aside for a second. I'm going to bring in, where did I put those envelopes? I had some envelopes right here to stamp on. Let's see what's where. Whoops, there they are. There it is. We're going to stamp one of these blossoms. Everything has fallen now. Okay, let's see. Let's get this all back together. We're going to put a flower here. We're going to put a stem right down here on our envelope for our flower. We're not going to do anything on the inside because that stamp is pretty big. Now I'm going to stamp these are the lilacs. And I'm going to stamp it, this one. I like to do my detail first. So that's what that one is. That is the secret C. Then I'm going to bring in my little bitty cloud cover. I'm going to just set that right there. I'm going to bring in my cloud cover spot. And this is my other stamp. This is the one that fills in. I'm going to have to get this a little closer to me so I can see it. There we go. And there you have it, just like that. So now we're going to do the same thing for the front of our card, only we're going to change colors. We're going to do so there's our envelope. And now we're going to bring in, I already die cut these pieces. There's some little lilacs. Hopefully we can, let's see, I may want to put my reading glasses on for these because otherwise I won't be able to see them very carefully. They are quite detailed. So I'm going to use Bubble Bath, which is a very, very light pink, and Berry Burst is in our paper. Do you see? I love that Berry Burst, and I think that's a really good color to use. So I like the others too, but I think the Berry Burst will really pop. I like to do my, just in case I make a mistake, I have extras. Okay, and we're going to do our detail first in the Berry Burst. Okay, let's see if I can bring that just down a little bit for you. Okay, I'm going to stamp this like that. I'm going to bring this a little closer to me. Like, there we go. And there is that stamp. Just, I don't know how many of you have lilacs. I love lilacs. And, you know, we have a brand new house. We've only lived here 2 years and 2.5 years. And so my lilac bushes froze. And anyway, they were small. They're not like these big ones you see around town. Now, this is going to be I'm going to just bring this in like that. And this is Bubble Bath. There, isn't that pretty? I like doing that darker one first and then the light, you can see it quite a bit. For me, it's easier. You can do it either way. There's no right or wrong, for sure. No right or wrong, but that is what it looks like. Okay, now let's put this on. So I've got extra pieces there. I can save those. I'll show you what the other ones look like. So the one I just did is the Berry Burst, and I think that's a little better. But I did do these, and I don't think that one is, I think it's good, but it just sort of blends in so much. So we're going to use the other one. I'm going to put my stem in there with some on this. This is one of the dies in the set. I'm going to use my green glue, and I'm going to just put a little bit, just touch it, and then we're going to put that on. Oh, I was going to cut that off, actually. I'm going to cut this off. Oop, there we go. Little surgery on there. Almost forgot that part of it. Okay, there's our stem for our flower. Whoops. It's got glue on the handle there. Okay. There we go. And Now, there's green glue on my fingers. I do not like that. You can take your hand sanitizer. This is such a good tip. Take your hand sanitizer, and if you're not, like right now I'm on a video, so I can't get up and go to the bathroom and wash my hands, but that hand sanitizer will take that off. So now I am going to take my lilacs and pop those up with my dimensionals, like this. I love this. I love every flower that's in this set. If, we always have, we have a lot of flowers, but flowers are the #1 seller. And I know some people say we have so many flowers, but anyway, we have a lot of masculine sets in online exclusives. I couldn't even use them all. I mean, I have a class that I've been designing for, and there were so many that I had to limit it to just 3 bundles that I was using for the masculine class. There we go. And now we're going to put our Appreciate You on like this. I know I'm awfully close. Let's see if we can move this up. There we go. That's a little better. And I am going to put this on with some dimensionals. I'm going to actually cut. I'm going to cut that. You want to use your edges too, because they are wonderful, especially for things like this. There we go. Just pull that off. And that's going to go on there right over that stem. Have a little bit of, don't want to put any glue on the end because there's our card, like that. And then we're going to, we need some of our, these are called 2025 to 27 in color flat pearls. Oh my goodness, look at, I'm going to have to open up another package before we know it. So let's put a couple of these on. Let's put the medium ones. We'll just put a medium one on the end. They come in large, medium, and small. Isn't that a pretty card? You could add Wink of Stella if you wanted, but I don't think we need it on this one. Here's the other card, very similar. Very similar, thank you. And our envelope is right there. Isn't that a pretty set? Do you like that? There we go. I've got more pieces here, so I'll just set those aside because I'm putting my kits together for Thursday's class. So that's going to go right there. So again, those extra stamps that I used were with you in mind for that big thank you. And then the tags of thank, I appreciate you. You could also do, you could just do anything. I love that. You're the best. You made my whole day. So lucky to know you. It's just those are good sets. Okay, let's put those aside. That's our first card. And our second, let's take a look at our second card is this one. And here's another one I made. Let's take a look at our comments while you're looking at those cards. I'm going to pull these up for a second. I love this sailboat bundle. Now, this one would not be on sale, but it is a great set. And so, like in 2 weeks, I have a masculine cards, and we're doing both of these in there. Let's look at the comments. Oh, my goodness. There's so many I can't see them now. Oh, thank you, Stacy. Thanks, Anne Louise. Good morning. Thank you for sharing, Carla. Thanks. I love it when you share, and I love it when you comment. I love to read the comments at night when I'm sitting there. This one, I think, this was the first one I made. I love this embossing folder, and you're going to see it on this card that we're going to make today, too. So I'm going to put those away so I don't lose those pieces. And we're going to use this big set. This is an online exclusive. Let's see where do we have it? I showed it to you earlier. Here it is. It's in the it's on the online exclusives. It is the whole bundle it includes the embossing folder, the dies, and the stamp. It's $50.25. And that bundle number is 165497. Now that's not included in today's 50% off suite because it's not a suite. So, but you can still buy it. Doesn't make any difference. You can still buy things. Okay, so this is the stamp. These are the, oh, my dies are, one of my die cutting helper has some of my dies, and because she's cutting up more boats and things, hopefully I have all that done. And this is the embossing folder. Oh, it's a 3D, and you can set that sailboat right in here, and it die cuts it. I want to get a second set of dies because this is really a super set for sure. It has 3 different size boats, the large one, the medium, and the small, and some really good words. So it's called Sunrise Sailing. And we're going to bring this in, and again, we're going to do our cutting. Okay, we're going to use real red this time. So bring in our pieces. Okay. Here is our card. It's just a regular side folding card, 5.5 by 8.5, like that. Now I'm going to slice it diagonally. So I'm going to bring this down so you can hopefully see. Do you see right here is here's my score, and that's where I'm putting it in the track, and then I'm putting the point of this is in the track. But you want to be careful that you don't start there. You can crumple the paper there, and you can crumple the paper there. Start in the middle. So take your dark cutting blade and go in the middle and like that. You want to save this. And there we have it. I think I've done 25 of these for class, for a kit. Okay, there is this. We're going to save this part. We're not going to use this now, but we can use it later. And then this is on the last card we used designer paper, but we're going to use this embossing folder. Where did I put that? Where is that embossing folder that I just had in my hand? Let's see, here it is. So this is the 3. You can just emboss it plain. You don't have to die cut it. But I just put it in. This is 4 by 5.25, and it's just beautiful. It's almost a shame to cover it up, but we're going to. So that's going to be the background of our card. So that was just a 4 by 4.25 by 5 piece. So there's like that. Now I'm going to emboss this. I already embossed it, so I'm going to tack it down. Whenever you have an embossed piece, you want to be really careful with your tape runners. Sometimes it's safer if you're not sure. It's safer to use green glue. But isn't that a pretty? Can you see that, how that has so much texture? And I think that's what a good thing about a masculine card is, having a lot of texture. Now I'm going to take my bone folder, give that a good crease. I want it to be nice and flat. So we're going to take that, put it away. Now, remember that navy blue piece, not navy blue, Secret C that I had before that I cut off? Well, here it is. But let's see what happens. If I put it on here, it's exactly the same size. So what I did was I cut off 1/4 inch. 1/4 inch right there, and then it fits on like this. It gives it a little bit of a mat. Now, and then I made a template for my designer paper. I just did that on some old white, like a backing of something. I just want to put this on, get it out of the way. Those points are tricky. You want to be careful with those, that you don't start your glue or start your paper trimmer right at a point. Okay, I want to keep this nice and even. So let's see, once here. There we go. We're going to put that on. That looks good, just like that. And then we have let's see, we're going to be using a Secret C. This is going to be our little flap, like that. And that is 3 inches again, just like the other one. 3 inches by 8.5 scored at 4 1/4. We're going to just save that for a minute. And then we have a white piece that's for that also. It goes on the inside. Put that with that. And now let's see what's here. I took some designer paper. Where is it? Here we go. We have lots of paper that matches the Secret C, but I chose the In Color 6x6. This is the 2025 to 27. You get all these patterns. Let's see what's. See the timid tiger. This is the soft the cloud cover. There's the yellow. What's that? It's not ugly duckling. It's darling duckling. Darling duckling. I always think of it as ugly duckling. There's the timid tiger and the strawberry slushes. Oh, strawberry slush and the Secret C are my favorites. So I could have used this one. That would be pretty too. I did not. But what you would do is you would take your template. Actually, what I took was that I just took my navy blue or my Secret C, and I just cut off another 1/4 inch and made it a 1/4 inch smaller. And then I just traced it on here like this, just to make sure. You can get 2 pieces out of 1. So now you tell me, do you want me to use, I'm gonna put that template back there so I don't lose it. I cut one identical to the other one. Here's the other one that I did, okay? Or we could do this one. This is the other side. That looks just like a turbulent sea. What do you think? Do you think I should use the stripes or the I don't know what to call that one. You like the boat cards? Yes, I do too. They're really great. I love everything about this bundle. That's why it sold out so many times, I think, because it's been so popular. And anytime we have these parts that have the embossing folder that cuts things, that's great. Now you're going to decide, do you want me to use the stripe or the plain? Stripe or plain? You're going to tell me that, okay? Stripe or plain. And while you're doing that, we're going to stamp our boat. Let's get our pieces. They've fallen on the floor. Okay, here they are. We've got, I've got these all die cut already. So do you want stripe or the plain? I've got some clouds. I just love these. I love clouds. Got that cloud and this cloud. Got an extra, let's see if I have, you can cut 2 at a time with things like that. And then we've got our greeting. This is going to be in our poppy. We're going to use Poppy Parade. Poppy Parade, and then we have our sailboat that we'll do in the Secret C. Let's see, what are you all saying? Good morning. Carla said plain, Stacy said stripes. Someone else said stripes. Let's see, you keep voting, plain or stripes. It looks like it has like water speckles. It's like really turbulent, and either one we can use. So we're going to put some birds up here, some little seagulls. Let's see once here. Where are my little seagulls? Right there they are. We're going to use our little spot for the. So this is an uninked spot. I just put some re-inker in it, and these are the little birds. I'm just going to do. There's one. There's another one. We're going to put another one right there. There we have those done. And I think that is it. Let me just keep this out just in case. And then we're going to, because we might put some on the inside. Let's see once here. We are going to do, that one says best, that one says congratulations. I think I'm going to use another congratulations because this would be a good graduation card. It could be something for a man. This one I did retirement. I have no retirement cards ever. And so I thought I would make a retirement card. I thought that was a good one. But we could do birthday. You could do all kinds of things. We're going to do congratulations. I have a graduation. Let's see if I don't even have this in camera. I'm sorry about that. Sorry about that. We're going to do a little better there, Kelly. Said plain. So keep voting, plain or stripe. We're going to do our congratulations right there. Poppy Parade is a good reddish color. It's one of my favorite reds, actually. And we're not going to do retirement this time. We're going to do this on the inside. We're going to do this on our inside of our white. Let's see, let's take these, put that there. So this is our little white piece. That's 2 3/4 by 4. And it says, you're destined for great things. I'm going to just stamp that like that. Isn't that a good one? I think that's a good graduation card. It could be for a man or a girl. I'm going to keep this out because we're going to stamp our sails with the red too. Okay, let me put this over here. Now let's get our sailboat out, and we're going to do this first. I'm going to set that there so I don't get ink on my arms. Let's bring in our sailboat. So this is the inside. So you're still voting. Do you want stripes or the plain? This is our sailboat. Let's get our Secret C in. My favorite color, Secret C. Anytime you have a big stamp, you want to stamp it upside down. Big stamps upside down. And now we're going to, I like to do this. So I'm going to start with the top of the mast and set it down like that. You can also do it upside down. That works too. But let's see, that looks pretty good. Pretty decent. Let's close that up. Let me show you that one more time. That one's not perfect, but it's pretty good. So you can take it upside down, stamp it up, ink it up, and then I'm going to let's see how this one is. Oh, that's pretty good too. That's pretty good. It's a little bit better than the other one. I didn't want all that space on the bottom, but you could certainly trim it off with your snips. That would be great too. Okay, now let's take our red, our poppy. Where is my poppy? Oh, here it is. It's open. I'm gonna put that, you could leave your sails white, just plain. We're gonna put some red on them just to give it a little pizzazz. This is the inside of that, and it just goes like this. It's a 2-part stamp. Isn't that cool? Really, really nice set. And let's do the envelope on this one too. Where is my envelope? Huh, I don't know. Here, we'll just take this one. We'll take it out of there. Empty that out. We're gonna do a sailboat. We're gonna do a sailboat with our Secret C. And then we'll put this all together, get our stamping out of the way. Oh dear, the ink, the Secret C fell on the carpeting. Thankfully, it fell with it upside. The ink is not on the carpeting, thankfully. Whew, that was close. Okay, let's do the red part of this. You're still voting stripes or plain. And then we're gonna see what you voted for. There's our envelope. I think this would be a great birthday card too. I'll tell you what, I get so far behind with birthday cards. I sent out a stack yesterday, but boy, oh boy, it doesn't take long. I have a lot. I have team members, I have a big family, and it seems like everyone has birthdays all the It's just constant. Thank you, Sherry, for sharing. I appreciate that. Okay, all of our stamping is done. Let's see what you've said now. Let me bring my iPad in here. We're trying to decide about stripes or plain. Let's see what you all said. Plain. Second choice, plain. Stripe. I think we're going to do the plain, and that'll give you a good idea as a contrast too. Then you can decide which one you like even better. Okay, the other side, we're not using the flowers. I don't think that would be appropriate. So we're just going to put a little bit of adhesive. Stay away from the corners. And I'm going to turn my card like this, and we're going to put this on so it has a little, it's like about an 1/8 inch border. There we go. I think that looks good. And now let's put our card in here. Let's put this on the inside. Let's see what's here. Sometimes I get so involved in the card making I forget to look at my iPad. So we're going to put this on next, and I'm just going to add 3 little bits of adhesive right there. We're going to try to center this now so it's completely in the middle. Don't tack it down too hard, just sort of set it there and see if it's going to open correctly, and it does. Now I'm going to press it. Okay, now I can press it, and now we're going to put our sailboat on like this. We're going to put our clouds on first. We'll put our clouds on flat because they're going to be behind the sailboat. So this one, you want to keep the adhesive away from the sides. There we go. And now we're going to put our boat on. Let's see what's here. We can get some. That would have been a good place to use my bigger ones. I'm going to cut another little strip of this for my, see if that'll work. Yep, it's going to work just fine. I'm going to use one more. I am big on using lots of dimensionals. I don't like things to sag. Some people try to cut corners and do that, but I just really like using a lot because I don't, you never know what's going to happen at the post office. They are not very reliable these days. I had a team member who sent in her swaps for our team swap. She mailed them last week from Montana. She lives in northern Montana, and they did not even arrive. It said our address was unknown, and we've been living here for almost 3 years. So they were sent back to her house. Anyway, I think I'm going to color that in. We're going to do that this time with my navy, my secret C, my light secret C. We're going to do that. We'll see how that. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I'll do this part. It's gonna blend too much with the back. I think I'll use the cloud cover. I'm gonna use the cloud cover. And which one are we gonna use? I used the light one before. I'm gonna use the dark this time. And we're gonna just put that in like that. There we go. I think that looks good. And now we're going to put our congratulations on, and we can put it on flat, or you can put it on, keep your adhesive away from those ends because that's going to hang over just a bit, just a tad. And so it looks like the boat is almost resting on that congratulations. Let's get our mini little gems out. Our pool party, not pool party, I'm sorry, cloud cover, and we're going to use our medium ones again. I like it when they give us a choice of small, medium, and large. And there is our card all finished. So now, there we have it. Do you like all those pieces, all the directions. Just come back to the video about 3 or 4 minutes after. Okay, and there we have it. Which do you like better? Do you like the plain, the turbulent sea, or do you like the stripes? Which one is your favorite of those? Which do you like better? Okay. If you're watching and you're enjoying my videos, please give it a thumbs up, comment, share, all those things. Tell Facebook that you're enjoying my videos, and it helps them show them more. So I really appreciate it if you do that. So here's the one we just made. Congratulations. You're destined for great things. It seems like I'm always needing graduation cards. I didn't think I needed any, and I've already sent 2, and this is going to be the 3rd one. So here's another one. Congratulations. Happy retirement. So this is great. You like them both. Thank you, Stacy. Appreciate that. Okay, again, let me tell you, if you are placing an order, and I will send you gifts too, for all orders over $50. So let's do another example. I showed you this one already, ordering this big suite. Let's just say that you wanted to order another suite. Let's say you wanted to do the boho. The boho suite is $63, okay? And then you decide, oh, I really liked that Kanzuki. Well, that Kanzuki, oh, let's do this one. This one's an expensive one. This one has double. This one is, oh, I think it's the most expensive. I thought the other one was. Beautiful gallery. This one is $139 for, this is what you get for $139. Let's pull this. Whoops. Oops, the camera fell for a second there. Let me tighten that up. Sorry about that. Okay, so this suite is on page 52 through 57. It's a mega. It's $139. You get this set of stamps and dies, this set with the frames, stamps and dies. You get the embossing mat, and you get the gems, all for $139, plus the designer paper. All up, massive. And let's say you wanted that. And then you decide, I really want to save some money this time. I'm going to get that other mega suite. This one's $122. So let's say you bought this one for $139, and then you added this one. You would, for $122, you know how much you would pay? What is that? $60 for this whole suite with all of these things? It's a great deal. I think it's a super sale that they have never had. Let's turn the camera up. We also had 2 new kits that started today. I don't have pictures of those yet. I'll show you those next week. One is a really cute pop-up card. It's only $10. And it's a pop-up card kit with animals. It's just as adorable for children. I ordered a bunch of those. Now, those are not on sale. They're $10. You don't get a discount. The other one is a scrapbooking, like a stamping suite. No, it's not a stamping suite, but it's a several-page scrapbook suite. But anyway, some really good things. Also, the last chance retirement list, the clearance, it's not called clearance anymore. That has been updated today. It is now all part of the last chance. So you could get those last chance suites if they're available. That Storybook Moments one is a last chance product, but it's one item is sold out, so it's not, you can't get it right now, but maybe in 2 weeks you'll be able to get it. You are so welcome, Stacy. I appreciate your coming to join us. I appreciate your comments. So you can look at all of these things. You can go to shop, go to the store. You don't even have to shop online if you don't want to. If you want to call me, text me with your order, I can do it for you. But it does pay for you to look at the cart and see what you're getting, because that's important today. That's it for today. Next week, I'll see you again on Tuesday. I'll come to you. And if you're interested in my class this Thursday, the floral, whatever it's called, the one with the florals that I showed you first, that class is full for in-person, but I'll take people to go and to ship your kits. And then next week I have the masculine cards, and that one still has openings. On the 17th of June, we will have our craft along. So we'll do a craft along, and I'll have card kits for you that week. Okay, and that's it for today. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Hope you find a little time to do some crafting. Bye-bye.